Good morning to everyone. This is the power of healing with Utabi. Ungowekhethelo. Inkosazana yelanga nenyanga. I don't know. I woke up and my energy and my spirit is just up there, and I'm looking forward to starting the next season. Yes, and I have this feeling ukuthi I'm going to meet different things and I'm going to learn even more. I can already see, judging by video namhlanje. Yeah, so I wanted to start this video ngendlela ehlukile, okay? So let me do this, okay? It's a bit rough, but I hope I get it. Lapha ehleli khona kunenjabulo ebukhoneni bakhe kunesimanga igama lakhe lisiphephelo sam ngiyamazi umhlengi wam. I woke up with this song today and I'm so excited. Anyways, sizokhuluma ngedliso or isdliso bantwana basekhaya, sizokhuluma nje ngedliso nesidliso. It's beautiful. Abantu mabayisho ukuthi you know what, mina yami indoda ngidlisile akunankinga. Hey, kumnandi, iba mnandi nje, ingxoxo emnandi yabona. And it's not even ingxoxo yabantu besifazane kuphela. Let's get it right. Let us get it right. It's not a conversation exoxwa abantu besifazane kuphela. It's all round, and a lot of people mislead or give misleading information to abantu about Idliso. So as I said, I'm excited. Nyamthanduma, guys, because I'm guided by this beautiful spirit. The creativity and the energy that you get from your guides sometimes. If unalaba bahlanzekile, guys, njengabami. This thing that I always hear people saying, abahlanzekile, nithi konje manikhuluma nithi ngimemeza abahlanzekile nabanjani abahlanzekile, I think naba clean or something. I think they say that, abahlanzekile nabakhanyayo, or guys, laba ke abadinga ukukhishwa in darkness, abayenza kube ne-spirit of idlozi, bona nithini ngabo? Ngoba masibize ekhaya, asazi nokuthi abo bani abasiprotectile, and yet kunaba labo bakhiphayo. I'm not saying invite a bad spirit or dark spirit, but you need to understand ukuthi uzosiza wena, you are fixing. Fix izinto ezinhle zodwa. Where there's good, there's also evil. You need to balance. A coin even has two sides. Good goes with evil, guys. There's always an opposite of something, and not even within ourselves. So no, sinama faces are different. So mawuzo khulekela abahlanzekile nabakhanyayo nabanjani, laba badinga ukuthi ubabuyisele kuleyo ndawo yamathonga bona. But I was asking anyway. Yeah, so the topic today is Idliso or isdliso, the spirit of withholding one's identity and replacing it with your own, or replacing it with yours. Your shadow. When you make somebody your shadow, mawumenza ithunzi lakho, or mawumakhabe ithunzi lakho, or asebenzele wena, in more like broader terms. Guys, umuntu mayedliswa kusuke kuthatha ithunzi lakhe ngaphakathi. Kusuke kusetshenzwa lento engaphakathi kuye, which is the spiritual being. Okay? Yeah. So, but then within, or as I said, ubuhle bokuyixoxa nokuyenza and being in control, uphathi remote control yempilo yomuntu wena. What you need to understand, or noma ungakutshelwa kona, is that your enemy is that person's destiny. That's your greatest enemy. And vengeance shall come, or vengeance shall come from that enemy, which is destiny. At some point, guys, destiny has to take course. Kulo muntu okwazile ukuthwebula the identity, at some point, destiny has to take course. And the outcomes you have, when you have to meet the outcomes of the destiny, or you have to bear the outcomes of the destiny that when you ofidlile ngayo oyimoshile yomntana omuntu. Easy for us to talk about things. It's easy for us to sell our souls in doing things, but you must understand ukuthi kunalapho khona kuzofike kube unqi. In everything that we do in life, kunalesihlabelele ngisithandayo esithi kukhona indlela ebukeka inhle kanti isiphelo sayo noma isigcino sayo ukufa. We sell our souls for things that we are going to get now. We never think, you know, ma motives, ma plan, ma goal. You do anything. But then have you weighed the outcomes of that? Have you weighed a lot of things ezobuya nalento le wena uyenzile? So we don't think about those things. So it's easy to go uhambe uyofuna umuntu ozodlisa umuntu and this. And mind you, there's one thing that people don't know. And I think ngizokhuluma ngayo kabanzi la. The instigation or the instigators of allowing those spirits to zisebenze ey'ntweni zabantu, usually it's parents. Umuntu akenzeki izinto nje kungazange kube khona into ethengisiwe ekhaya. That is why we say a parent or umndeni can be an instigator in allowing spirits to take over your life. Ukuze idliso lisebenze kukhona into ekudlalwe ngayo empilweni yakho by umuntu who knows you better ukuze kumosheke izinto, or mhlambe odlale nga something emvelaphini yakho kwase kumosheka izinto eziningi empilweni ezomosha into eziningi empilweni yakho ezothengisa wena impilo yakho. And also with that, some people ukuthi baze bafise ukuthini bafike ekutheni kube easy ukuthi badliswe. It becomes easy for them to get idliso because they are victims of circumstances which were done. Khona wakwenza somewhere along the line. Sikhuluma ngamathonga la, sikhuluma about ancestral spirits. So as you must understand, and I'll talk about this when I talk about the common signs and symptoms of idliso, where it descends to the next generation. But what I want to highlight is that the instigators of us experience certain things sometimes abazali bethu. Lento yokuthi ufuna ingane zakho isebenzele wena, hamba uyoyenza izinto kanti uyomosha impilo yeingane going forward noma wena ungasathandi. Because you must understand that every time destiny play kunalento ezodlala kancane, every time kuba nalento ebuyibuye. That is why idliso livuselelwa, because kunalento ebuyibuye bese kufanele ibuli ikhathiwe. It's like once this plant grows, it needs to be cut, it's to be trimmed all the time. So kuyafika ke ukuthi lo wayiqala esekhathela ukuyitrimma bakhona abazoyitrimma phambili. All right? So let me get into the types of idliso, okay? Remember, you are withholding one's destiny. Kunedliso lomndeni, kunedliso lokondla umndeni womunye umuzi. Ne? Kunedliso lokuwondla umndeni womunye umuzi. Udlisela ukuthi uyowondla kwenye indlu. uthola umuntu angasafuni ngisho kubheka wakhe umndeni, omunye kuthi angabulala abantu baqala ukukhulunywa ngomzali wakhe noma wakhe afise ngisho ukubulala umuntu. Izinto esingaxoxi ngazo lezi. Kunedliso lokuthi wena hamba ondla komunye umuzi noma hamba wondla abazali bomunye umuzi. You must also understand ukuthi kulezi zinto lezi ispirit, how we evoke these spirits depends on the healer. Ukuthi izinto uyihlanganisa kanjani, the formation of it. Okay. Bese kuba nedliso bantwana basekhaya, which is very common, lothando. Okay, ngingakangeni kuleli lothando, you must understand, as I said, umuntu odliselwe ukondla omunye umuzi, akekho umuntu onolaka makufika ey'ntweni zakhe zakubo than umuntu odliselwe omunye umuzi. Ungafika kugcwele iy'ngane zalowo munye umuzi lowo kunezakhe. I-preference will always go to that house. Kunedliso lothando ke, which is very common, as I said. It's very common to abantu abaningi umuntu adlise ukuthi umthande, but that also does not only imply on women. Akunabantu besilisa ababadlisayo abantu besifazane, kodwa ke kunemehluko between the signs, kunomehluko between the two genders. Idliso lothando akwenzeki ukuthi umuntu umdlise ukuthi akuthande kuphela, ngoba inkinga yalo is that uyamdlisa ukuthi akuthande egcine seyislima, because once you take out once you take out lento engaphakathi kuyo, once you replace it, remember you are replacing it with you are creating another person to be a replica of, or to be not to be a replica, but ukuthi abe your shadow, akhonze wena. So akukho okunye okuzosondela eduze kwakhe ngaphandle kokuthi akhonze wena. So the his or her world revolves around you. Uyithunzi lakho. Okay? And one thing the ebhlungu ke ngale dliso lothando is that kuyafike umdlisa umuntu ujike wena futhi iqake lento yenzile, ngoba uba uwe mos, uba uwe. But I'll go there mangifika kuma common signs and try to explain them further. Kube nedliso lokungaqhubeki, lokungakwazi ukuqhubekela phambili. Hayi ukuthi ubuthandwa, kodwa awuzi ukuthi you will not enjoy love. You will not enjoy partnership nomunye umuntu ngaphandle kwami. Kuba nalelo dliso futhi. So udliselwe ukuthi ungaqhubeki wena phambili ke, bese ke guys udliselwe ukuthi ungaqhubekeli phambili angithi. Bese ke kuba nodliso wena oyidlisa wena. And that comes to ilento, the shackles and chains esifaka kuzo thina. Kukhona abantu abakuma chains and shackles abayifake kubo bona. Uyidlise wena. Kunomehluko ke lapho between unqubekela phambili. Hayi ukuthi awuqhubeki because khona into enziwe kuwe, kodwa you are wena urounda kanje entweni eyi-1 without even being consciously aware ukuthi wenza njalo, ukuyidlisa wena ke lokho. And that comes to what we don't explain. Asingeni kuyo noma we don't understand it. or we don't explain it so that people understand it. When we engage with sexual activities, nabantu abahlukile, right guys, we often sense that kunale sweat, and I spoke about the transfer of energy a long time ago. This energy oyithathayo kubo bonke labantu. Now I'm going to go back to this. Kunalento eyenzekayo mawuqala to be intimate with someone. I'm not sure if a lot of people notice it or bayayithola. Kunalento eyenzekayo when your first encounter of intimacy, that spirit, kwenzeka kanje, you meet a person and engage in intimacy maybe several times. Initially usuthathe le spirit esikuye, or initially kunezinto oyithathile kuye. So what happens, wonke umuntu ozomdata ozozwana naye is more along those lines. You are going to be attracted to that character and people who have a similar spirit throughout your life. Throughout your life, we need to always understand that cleansing is not about abantu abanenkinga ethize, but cleansing is about breaking bondages of spirits that we've taken for years. When you cleanse yourself, you need to be able to spiritually cleanse yourself as well as emotionally and psychologically cleanse yourself. That is idliso bengikhuluma ngalo, idliso ozenzele wena. Whoever that you engage with, you attract that spirit in other. You attract similar spirits in other people, similar characters. That's why uzobona mawuthi uyabheka, the person, the A that you've dated is more similar to the C and the E, because your spirit becomes familiar with the spirits in such a way that if you date somebody else, ongenaso le spirit, kuba ne clash. Or if you bring certain light into your life, le spirit esikuwe esisurroundile esingayijwayelanga, kuba ne clash. I spoke about ukhunga, guys, for spiritually gifted people, breaking chains. There's a reason why Nithambo's introduced, so that you get an entourage that will fight for you in terms of spiritual bondages. That's okay. Anyways, so the common signs that you would often get kubantu abadlisiwe. Angifuni ukuyidonsa kakhulu. I don't want the video to be lengthy. I was supposed to be doing something today. Yeah, but I hope ukuthi sizofunda ke, and angifuni ukurasha futhi, because once uthunywa abantu abadala, you have to stop everything and then ulungise lapho ekufanele ulungise khona. So the common signs of idliso, guys, or the common signs that people have abadlisiwe would be, those people don't gain weight. I don't know. I'm not saying all of them. Most of them, they don't gain weight. So it becomes very difficult to for their spiritual self to understand space. So they often don't gain much weight. Okay? They don't want to hear anything about spiritual well-being or spiritual things. Bayenyanya, to seek for healing, to seek for help that has anything to do with spiritual things, because lento lena kufike kwalungiswa into ethize ezilalisa noma ibulala le ngaphakathi kubo. So noma ungamtshela kangakanani, in what shape, in what form, about spiritual healing, about seeking help. Ngento oyibonayo wena, even if you are a sibling or a friend, believe me, abezwa lutho. Ivaliwe lo mnyango uvaliwe. Abezwa lutho, futhi abafuni nokwazi, futhi nje uyambhora. One of the other signs is change in masculine roles. Umuntu odlisiwe ke in terms of abantu besilisa, there's a change there's a shift. Kwenzeka kanje in masculine roles. So you get the woman is actually doing everything. The woman is playing the role of a husband because uyithathile ngilento. So you have you here. So this you the feminine part of you becomes masculine and they don't even aware of it. Because uyithathile lento, so you sometimes have to do things. You know, I had a client and we were talking about this and like so we were sharing this. So the wife now has to even the wife has to take control because so there's exchange in masculine roles. I'll get to the woman, what happens to a woman. Those people have low self-esteem. But low self-esteem when it comes to a presence of the instigator, or when it comes to a presence of the perpetrator, the person omdlisile, their esteem becomes very low. Now what happens? You would find the person is very intelligent. The person is very intelligent. He makes sense. And you would see this person angaba anything that they want to be now in terms of empilweni. Comes a presence or comes a presence here, this person omdlisile, believe me, they shift. The energy shifts. Iyachinja altogether. You will either find them quiet or they don't want to engage as much. Ngoba once kufika lo, kubuya lento a very powerful. Ne? Now, I spoke about low self-esteem. I want to talk about also a decrease in self-confidence. And this goes back to the very same point where you would get that lo muntu uku leadership role. Lo muntu anga address abantu and people will hear him and people will follow him immediately at the glimpse of this other person or a perpetrator or omdlisile. They shift altogether. Usamtholi nokuthi uthini uzomthola banamalimi for no reason at all. Kwilento eshiftilwe. I mean, you have replaced existence. You have replaced existence. So you have replaced identity. So when you come together nalo muntu, or when you come across lo muntu, identity and existence disappear. We have this thing yokuthi umuntu udliswa umuntu wakhe, and that's not necessarily true, because a lot of people are aware now ukuthi izinto zisheshe ibonakale. They find ways of doing it ngendlela that won't be visible to ebantwini. They found ways of doing it so that abantu kungabonakali ukuthi. But it's so if you are spiritually gifted, you would actually identify ukuthi kunale or le iyenzwe kanje, iyenzwe kanje, or isimo salena siyenzwe kanje. As I said, it depends on the formation of the healer that is doing it, or the person, or impande yalento inziwe, or impande isetshenzisiwe. But you have to understand also There's a saying in isiZulu ukuthi ayimbiwa ndawonye. I'll get back to that when I get to the outcomes of destiny. So it cannot only be done by your spouse, right? It depends on the formation of the healer, how he formed the thing. And then with signs and symptoms, you also I have to understand so uzobona they become strong ne? At a certain point, a certain time. Uyambona lo muntu lo ngathi uyavuka kancane and then boom, because siyavuselela. Yeah, and my puma, what I've seen about it, my ngathi yaphuma kancane and the person who's done it is aware. My ngathi yaphuma ku victim. Kuba tense. Kuba tense because uyayibona ishift yamandla. As I said with men, the masculine role, uyayibona ishift yamandla ukuthi ayilento ngathi ba weak nyana. So okay, abantu bayo bayayazi ukuthi bayivuselela. But very consistent when it comes to kuyivuselela. Okay? I'll get to the cure, but a cure is my secret. But I'll try. Angeke ngishare kakhulu cure yakhona. It's very simple. Angeke ngishare because ngenza into eziro. So I want to get to the outcomes. You know, guys, I actually planned on doing this as a live video. I wanted to go live. Angazi maybe I need to get to classes of technology because angazi could see what's happening with my gadgets. Anyways, yeah. The outcomes of destiny. Now, this is what is interesting. There's this thing that I call a counterattack. There's this thing that I call a counterattack when it comes to Idliso, ne? Or is this? Umuntu ungadlisa umuntu oke wadliswa before attempt, don't attempt ukudlisa umuntu oke wadliswa before. Usenkingeni. It's a counterattack. Uzobuya kuwe ngolunye ulaka, you will never believe it. That is why we have people who kill people who kill other people. Manje ike yenziwa before when uzamo yakho kanti eyakhi week abe enye into kuwe, abe isilwane kuwe, abe isilwane kuwe that you have never seen before. Attempt into wrong already siyenziwe. So lo muntu uyenye into vele now when ufuna ukwenza nje it becomes a counter attack uzolimala. The second thing, some people, I'm getting terminal, these are outcomes of destiny. Some people, guys, are protected by their ancestors. Not by their ancestors, but they're already protected by their spirit guides. Now, there's a difference, guys. And this is what we don't understand. Kunabantu abaprotectwe ama spirit guides. Those that have been chosen by different spirit guides. Kunabantu who are protected by ithunywe ithize. So it's not necessarily that they are protected by the ancestral spirits, but they are protected by the other elements. So the muntu when uyofuna ukumdlisa eyidalweni zakubo kanti the person akuzonde in such a way that kuphele ngisho nale relationship encane beniqala. Okay? Because you attempted into engenziwa. Futhi ke mhlambe ke nize nishade, guys. Let's say this. Asithi ke umtholile umuntu naze nashada, right? Emshadeni, and then things start not going well. Mhlambe, you understand, his behavior or character changes. Uhambe kuyothola ama-advices because we told us sawathola ama-advices angithi on social media. Angazi ukuthi hey, the social media, I don't want to get into social media, guys. Yay! There's this illness ego social media that I don't want to get into. There's ideas that we get. There's misleading things that we read, we listen to. What you feed here goes here. Yabona lento ifeeda la. It goes here. And mind you, the people that have posted, abalahlekelwa kulahlekelwa wena. But ke so you get that this person is protected by other spirits guide or other elements in his or her life. Usathuthi uyakwenza akuncanya angafuni ngisho ukubheka kuhlule ngisho seniney'ngane kuhlule ngisho benishade 17 years usathuthi uyayiqala nje vele kubhede. Guys, ezinye izinto asiloywanga, ezinye izinto ayimoshwanga abantu, ezinye izinto imishado ayimoshwanga abantu, imoshwa yithina. Ngezinto esizizwayo nama-influencers nama-advices esiwalalelayo. If it worked well at the beginning, don't try to fix what's not broken. The whole concept of a relationship and partnership is that nibe different, so you can bring different ideas to things. Indifferent is a beautiful thing sometimes. Or being different is a beautiful thing sometimes. Okay. And then ama-outcomes of destiny ke ukuthi into ingasebenzi mawuthi lelo dliso olizamayo. Also, mangabe inkaba ayitshaliwe. Mangabe inkaba ayitshaliwe, guys. And a lot of people will not get me. It's fine. Anye ngize futhi ngizama ukuyichaza ukuthi ngikhuluma ngani. Anye ngizama ukuyichaza. Kodwa ke isibongo mangabe there's identity crisis already in kuma surnames of this person, ayizukusebenza lento oyenzayo. Uzoyithola usenkingeni ukuthi uzothola umuntu ozokushaya, ozo build up azabe yi-beast kuwe, because there's identity crisis emvelaphini yalo muntu. Okay, other people, guys, they are unlucky that uthi uyamdlisa vela shone. Ezinye idliso ziyababulala abantwana babantu, ezinye idliso zimenza ukuthi umuntu abe ne-illness impilo yakhe yonke, umntana abantu weak ngoba uthinta idalwe ezirong. Kwezinye kwamanye amakhaya imithi ayingeni, kwezinye ibongo imithi ayingeni. I spoke about spiritual coding. You need to understand the spiritual codings and the clans in which we are coded in spiritually. So uthola ukuthi uyazama ukuthi avele nje agula shone. Omunye ke uthi uyamdlisa the sexual the sexual part of him, or okay, athi ke ngibeke kanje ngesizulu, kanti ubulala ubudoda bakhe. Omunye uthi uyamdlisa ubulela ubudoda bakhe angabi into yalutho nje, uyigwaze ngowakho, ubulale nje ubudoda bakhe bosathi wena uzama ukulungisa vele umoshe. Those are the outcomes of destiny. Now kukhona abantu uthola ukuthi uma wadlisa ubaba, the outcomes is that it descends to other generations, it descends to umntwana womfana, descenda kumntwana womfana, ifike yenziwa lapha iyehle, athola umakoti omdlisayo naye, or avela benye into nje uma ngalo umntwana womfana. Yazi ezinye iy'ngane uyayibona ukuthi okay le umfana asuke ebufaneni abe insizwa, lo wakhe abe stagnant nje, ungamtholi ukuthi uyaya uyabuya, descended from phezulu yehlela phansi ey'nganeni. Hence I spoke about abazali abenza izinto ey'nganeni zabo, all in the name ukuthi ngifuna ngondle. Okay, now what happens with women, guys, mabedlisiwe? This one is very interesting. It you know, it removes the willpower. Yabona this willpower to exist. Angithi abantu besilisa ithatha the masculine role. So with women it destroys, because umuntu wesifazane kunento anayo, a very sensitive, the feminine lento ebonisayo ukuthi mina ngumuntu wesifazane, lento ekuthiwa sinayo le ukuthi siphathwa njengeqanda. I don't know how to explain it in English ngizobheda. Kodwa kunalento esinayo ekuthiwa umuntu wesifazane uphathwa njengeqanda. That sensitivity that we have. Okay? Ibulala leyo nto. So you've actually killed the willpower yalowo muntu loyo and the sense of belonging kulowo muntu wesifazane. Abekho abantu abangafuni ukugeza nokuzilungisa and keep themselves like abantu abadlisiwe besifazane. Labo bantu labo abaqabene akamind ukuhamba angafaka ngobra, akamind. They don't mind because you have killed the willpower. That says the sense of existence in that person uyibulele. Abekho abantu who are confused like abantu besifazana abadlisiwe. Ungazi ukuthi isidididi. That's why you'll get umuntu wesilisa ebiza umuntu wesifazane ngesilima. Uyisilima wena uba slow uba. You have killed lento esebenzayo kuye. Okay? Now, not only to women. So, umuntu wesifazane uma uyenzile umedlisiwe guys. Abekho abantu who are willing to even clean for friends. Angakushiya kwakhe ahamba yoclean. Angithi ubulala uthando lokuyithanda yena. So you umenze ukuthi athande abanye not yena. So wenzela abanye besides them. Angafika kade ngisho ingane akhulise ngisho ingane zomunye umuzi ngoba ususe lento. The sense of existence kweyakhe impilo. As I spoke about withholding one's identity. And then there's this thing that so they become very loyal. Abantu abadlisiwe, they become very, not women only, but both sides. They become very loyal to what they love. And people don't understand this. They become very loyal to what they love. If gumuntu who's dedicated, who loves soccer, let me say that, who loves soccer, or who loves gambling, they become very dedicated to that. Uyithanda ngalendlela exakile because angithi wena ureplaceile. So whatever that they get hold of ekungasiyena ubamba kanje. If it has nothing to do with self, uyibamba whether ibhola angahlala stadium day in day out. Whether utshwala day in day out because kususubuyena ureplacewe. Ithunzi liuyena li-replacewe. Dedication yakhe in what they love becomes like of a child. Yabona ingane mayithi I'm dedicated kule toy. I'm dedicated in this lompopilo or the doll or the teddy bear. Believe me, it's dedication yomuntu onedliso entweni enye. Sometimes the thing I see, but their dedication, because you removed the love from self to us to the third party. So the third party becomes you and other things besides them. So guys, I think we can go further and discuss a lot of things, but in total essence, you are totally taking out their identity and replacing it with another person's or yours. I spoke about ukudlisa umuntu for ikhaya, and that usually happens where your spouse, your husband, uthole husband yomuntu ithanda umamezala ngendlela exakile. so ixoxa ngelinye ilanga, so ixoxa ngama face to face. So ezinye ke ziyenziwa kube kungaziwa ukuthi yenziwe emuntwini wakho uma ngale nje esangene kodwa yabona. But ke that's a topic for another day, guys. Anyway, the cure. Ngiyafisa yazi I think ngiyafisa ukuntshela how do you cure this thing, because there's this there's this lento yokuthi i-cure hamba umgabhisa bazonibulala abantu uyomgabhisa kuze ufuna as I said kune-counter attack wena ufuna ukuyisebenzisa ngezinye izinto u-ede kube inhlakansuke nje. So also you must understand ukuthi abantu abadlisiwe bafake ama-hor club. Niyawazi ama-hor club that lezi ezifakwe iy'mbongolo bafake ama-hor club, those people. So as I said, it's 100% loyalty and dedication to what they love. So baba kanje. Now, the cure. Ngiyafisa ukunitshela. But because izinto zenziwa ngendlela ehlukile kubantu abahlukile, there is a cure. It's not lento yokuthi nambe ngifuna ukumgabhisa ayihlanze anyakayihlanze lento if ayidla 10 years ago uzokhiphani sekedle into ezingakhi before that, because when that was done it took over the spiritual self. Kunendlela yokuyibuyisa engafani naleni nenicabangayo. Umuntu bayoze banibulala abantu, umuntu uyoze akhipha isibhama kudubula ukuthi ufuna ukungisa enyangeni zakho, because once lento isuka wena othi uyazama uwo ifakile. So ngesinye isikhathi omunye ukubuka njenge-counter attack bazonilimaza abantu, because wena uzama ukulungisa, uzama ukumfixa lo muntu ngendlela wrong. There is a way to fix this thing without ukuyomgabhisa uyofuna ezinye inyanga or uyofuna eminye imithi angithi nina disbelieve yokuthi iva likhishwa ngelinye iva, kanti-ke not always the case. Kodwa-ke bantwana basekhaya, this is the power of healing with Tabi. Ngiyenza ngendlela yami and to whom I'm supposed to help. Siyasizana la, and I cannot share it here on YouTube, unfortunately. It belongs to my own journey, or into nami engiyiphiwe uma, which I'm grateful for, or into engayiphiwa which I'm grateful for. Yeah. So okay, I hope you enjoy and I hope you learn and I hope you understand good. There are always going to be outcomes when you fiddle with somebody's identity and destiny and destination, because we are all called for different things in this. We all have different missions in this world called Earth, or in this life called Earth, or whatever you might want to call it. Sibizelwe into ehlukile. Now wena-ke ubizela ukuthi umntana abantu ubizela ukusiza abantu, aphilisa abantu, wena ufuna ukumenza ukuthi abe into yakho. There are always going to be outcomes of destiny, and you must be prepared to live with the consequences of what you've done. Ngiyanibonga kakhulu and ngiyanithanda ne. Bye.